on a UDAP violation. However, um, I will say that that's how I actually got started in collections, like, but in 1996. And then I stayed at Capital One for 17 years, and I made it all the way from a front end collector to VP. I'm cold with this mouth. I'm cold with this mouth.
Front end collection, that is the.
And then I became I traveled internationally to train, different sites. And so, and after I trained them up, they were like, okay, well, you good. You can grow with our organization. And then I was like, okay, deuces, I'm going somewhere else. Dipped out. But after 17 years, I felt like singing, whoa, whoa, you got the best of my years, whoa, whoa. Yeah. But they put up with a lot with me. Is this song?
Well, we letting them get in.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't want to mention that one time when I used my corporate card to bail out of jail.
You don't want to talk about that part.
Not at all.
That can stay back.
Yeah, but hey, yeah. Because I don't care where you are and what you are, you still who you are, no matter where you are. Yeah. And no matter when it is. And I'm a survival of the fittest type person, so I'm gonna try to get it in.
For the fact that you in
Fort Worth. Yeah. Now, by in, I mean I lay my head in Fort Worth. I'm not really. I have a lot of family in Fort Worth too, but we're kind of dispersed.
My bad. That was me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Get this shit right over.
So, but I did grow up in Fort Worth, like not grow up. I came to Fort Worth my senior year of high school. And it was a rude awakening. I am looking at your research.
Look upside down.
Well, see, yeah, I'm trying to read. I'm nosy.
Yeah. That's cool. We gonna get well, we don't get all this. We might get some of this.
I'm nervous. It's my first time. No. But but if I can fool you, that mean I can fool others. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I should do this. This is my first time. Is it gonna hurt?
Everybody's had.
You ain't gonna tell nobody. You promise.
Everybody's had that story.
Just the tip.
See, now you got me thinking of that joke with what was her name? Oh my God, she did a show with Chuck. Simply Marvelous had a joke where she was like, "Yeah, you just get the tip, but then by 9 months later, you got a head, a face, whole body, legs.
Yep.
Just want to get the tip of it. Now you got a whole body."
Yep, that's messed up. I mean, 18 years for 3 minutes, that's a hell of a, that's a hell of a punishment,
And on that note, let's go ahead and get started here, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, y'all. Hey, thank y'all for coming in on what we have right here. A little bit too high. My lovely couple, me, highness.
Hello, Negroes.
Hey, Negroes today, huh? Just how we go hit them up this day. All right.
Oh, wait a minute.
What's up?
I want to give a shout out to the people that are watching right now.
Who's watching?
Well, Bendrick Humphrey is watching.
That's our producer, Big Ben. Big Ben in the place.
Okay, we got Edna Harrison, aka Florida Evans. She's watching. Hi, Mom. Kayla Michelle, she's watching. She loves to set up. And that's about it for right now.
Right now, okay.
Right now.
It's enough. Oh, and before we get started, I do want to give a shout out to my friend in West Virginia that gave us this beautiful design for Too High Standards. It's Grim Gal. That's her her code name. I can't. She don't want me to give out the government, but if y'all ever want like any kind of designs for like t-shirts, oh, just in case, I have if
Wow, that would be awesome. Yeah, that's
I have
good.
a
I love
design and
it.
everything.
That's me, the lion in the lioness.
But yeah, well, she did the design for our show. I've been meaning to give her a shout out. So it's one of my Fortnite friends, but she's out of West Virginia, and her name on Fortnite is Grim Girl. So I'll just
Hey,
put it
Grim
like, yeah,
Girl, thank
she gave
you.
us the design. I know she'll be happy now. I done got that out the way. All right.
Yeah, you
So
got to get the shots out.
gotta get them out because people get mad at me if I don't shoot them out. So I
Right.
gotta get it out. But I wanna first and foremost, I want to thank you, Miss Mama Michelle, for coming out to my lovely establishment. We had to change it up just for you coming in. Thank you, my lovely sweet. Look at you, looking
Thank
lovely.
you, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited. I know you as Lays, the comedian. I don't know you as Lays, the interviewer.
Well,
So I'm excited to see what happens today. And I got an opportunity to meet your sister, and this beautiful Nubian queen here is about to make me laugh, and I'm gonna enjoy myself with the both
Hey,
of you.
girl.
Hey, girl, hey.
okay, and you know
Hey.
what? You're our first female guest on the show, so I pretty much know my sister's gonna open up a little bit more this week because
Uh-huh.
we got women in the building. So
By female, what do you mean? 'Cause
woman.
like born with these.
Well, I'm not gonna go there.
Okay,
Okay,
let's go there.
We're not going to talk
I'm
about.
just
Look, we're not going to go through a transcript and a translation or a transition. We just gonna talk about why we brought Miss Mama Michelle out
okay,
here
okay.
tonight. So hey,
Look, I'm trying to trip you up at the very first,
look
okay?
at
Because
you.
I'm hating them dimples. Them
No, don't
dimples
do that.
bother
Don't
me.
do that.
Uh,
Don't do
Them
that.
dimples.
Don't
Did
do
you get
that.
them dimples? You didn't get
no,
them dimples.
not as deep as his.
I
That's
know.
Bubba Fat.
Yeah.
Really, we gonna go with the old school nickname, the
Yes,
first nickname.
it's
Okay.
Bubba Fat.
Oh,
I know. I always wanted dimples. I tried to make them.
okay, Miss Mama Michelle. You know I love you, right?
Okay, I'm going to say on script.
No, because okay, look. First and foremost, I tell everybody how long I've been knowing our guest, and I've been knowing you since maybe about like 2010, 2012, around that time.
Right?
Because me and Mama Michelle never did a show together. It wasn't like we wasn't trying not to do shows together. It was just that every time I would see her name, it was all she was on the flyer, right out. She was already straight on the show. She's on the show. Me, I'm more like, just in case I might need an opener to come through and he over there, yeah, I put him in. But I never got a chance to really like work with Mama Michelle, but seeing her in action,
Mhm.
She dynamite.
Wow.
say, I'm telling you, every show I've ever seen of yours has always been. If you record it, you've heard my laugh a lot.
Wow.
I'm telling you, you've heard my laugh. I'm that loud of a laughter because I'm a fan of comedy. But Mama Michelle has always been one of those comedians I knew for sure. I bought a ticket to it. She
So
went,
we have this guest.
mhm.
And we do not need you tripping over tables and chairs
Okay, that
laughing.
was last week. We
Yeah.
weren't even
Well,
gonna talk about last week.
I was
Okay.
gonna bring it up. Yeah.
See, okay, like you didn't see it. Last week we had Lamar Jones.
Oh, Lamar. He's going to be on my show tomorrow at the Arlington Improv.
Yes, yes,
Him, me, and Angela. That ought to be a killer show.
yes.
Somebody ought to leave there with cramps and pregnant.
What
Uh,
I don't know about all that part, but I mean, if they can lead her with all that stuff, I'm telling you, that show is going because y'all got
And Shucky Ducky is the host,
Shucky Duck is the host
a
of
legend.
the
he comes.
legend.
Yeah.
The legend is
So,
gonna
I
be
mean,
there.
it's a great show.
See, once again, like I say, this woman is always doing shows. This is what tickles me about people when people ask me what comedian to come see, and I'm like, okay, have you heard about Mama Michelle? Have you
Mhm.
heard of Shucky Ducky? Yeah, I've heard of Shucky Ducky. I can't never see them. Well, they doing shows in Dallas,
Right.
the Dallas area, because y'all gonna be in
Right.
Dallas Improv tomorrow.
Right.
That's
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
night. Yes.
And if they got tickets for it, and what tickets is everybody talk about? We gonna perform at the Improv. Mama Michelle's performing tomorrow.
Yeah. You gotta come through and get you a guest spot.
Me? No, I'm not going. I don't want to get a guest spot. I would. If anything, I'm coming to see y'all entertain and
Well, you
have fun.
already on my guest list, so it doesn't. Whatever you decide to do, if the spirit hits you and you feel like you want to put one of them mics in your mouth, go ahead. Because you're not new to it. You're pretty surgical with that bitch too,
Very
And
much so.
and I love that about you. But what's so appealing about you is that you celebrate other people. And
Mhm.
when you can celebrate others, it won't be long before those who you have celebrated before will be able to pick up and support you. So don't feel like you're sowing seeds in vain. It just the
Takes
biggest
time
trees,
to
longer
grow.
time to grow. So
See, you keep trying to make it by everything else but you, and we here to talk about
I
you
know,
today.
look at that.
Look at her, but I appreciate it. I don't want you to think I don't love it. It just makes me feel warm inside. My nipples might be hard later on, but leave me alone. Stop
Oh,
looking at me like that.
now I'm
Just
now I'm
imagine,
nosy.
just
Down there.
imagine me being your mother and you saying that.
Oh, that's right. Mom's is
Yeah,
watching. Okay,
she's
hey, Mom Michelle. Hey,
Your mama watching?
we finna talk. Okay, Mom Michelle. Let's see,
Okay.
because I know you're not from Dallas.
Right.
That's a given. Now, when I did my research on you, I found out you was born in Cameron, Texas. Is this right?
That is correct. Cameron, Texas.
Okay, where is Cameron, Texas?
So Cameron is situated between I know you've heard of College Station, Bryan College Station,
Mm-hmm,
and there's Temple, and then
mm-hmm.
there's Waco. Like we are really the heart of Texas. Like if you go an hour and a half this way, you're in Houston. If you go 2 hours this way, you're in Dallas. If you go an hour and 20 minutes this way,
Oh,
you're
okay.
in Austin. So we right out in the middle.
In the middle of
And at the
everything.
time that I lived in Cameron, back in when I left Cameron in '88,
Mm,
but at the time that I lived there, the population was 5,280 people, right?
okay.
But Cameron was the city. I didn't really live in the city. I lived way out in the country.
Oh, you still?
Yes,
Okay, then.
I wasn't even in the city of Cameron. I was like out in a little place called
Now,
Maysfield.
see, now I'm gonna have to get on my research, people, because
No, no,
I
no. But
thought we.
it's listed as Cameron because Maysfield they won't even pull up on the map. So
Oh, it's one of.
mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like you right here. You go a mile down. It's my cousin now. You go a
Mhm.
mile down. It's her auntie. So it was a really, I think maybe 300 or 400 people. Not even that many
Not even
people.
that many.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay. So you said in '88 you moved out of Cameron.
Mhm.
Was it what was you going to after you moved out in '88? Were you coming to Fort Worth?
Yeah, so I didn't want to come to Fort Worth. I mean, I love Funky Town. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't planning on it. My grandmother died during my senior year of high
Sorry to hear that.
school, and so I lived with her. And I went and my aunt and uncle were nice enough to let me come stay at the house. So I stayed at their house so I could graduate from Trimble Tech. I was a bulldog.
Bulldog. Okay,
Okay,
okay.
bulldog. So yeah, but only for a little while, and that's where they branded me. Gave me a nice little nickname that every teenage girl wants to have,
And what is that?
Big Country.
Not big country.
Them mother oh! But you know what? At that time,
Mhm.
like, teenagers or, young people don't embrace their brand and who they are, and
Mhm.
if I could go back,
Yeah.
I would have embraced it, made T-shirts about it, like, because you are who you are.
Yeah.
And the truth is, I was big and I was country. She it couldn't have been a better name for me, Big Country, because I did not belong. I was like, which one of these things don't belong and I don't belong?
Okay.
And now I see the advantage to not belonging. Like
Okay.
I'm my
And
own
so you didn't
own.
you didn't want to keep the name back then.
Oh, I cried about that. Oh, I would be like, but like now, I realize how stupid that was.
Okay, now as you graduated from high school
Went to
and
UT
went
Arlington.
to UPS, and where did you graduate? Because that's one of the
No, because then I went to U of H.
you went to U of A.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
How long were we at U of A?
I was a cougar for probably okay, I had a fight in the student hall. My wig got pulled off, so I left and
You,
went to TSU.
my producer's throwing up some kind of sign.
Nah,
Oh,
the Cougars,
okay,
baby.
okay.
What are you
That's.
talking
I
about?
mean, I don't know these things. I didn't go to college. I went to community college. I didn't even finish that. But
Oh, okay. Well,
it
but
was El Centro, the middle.
at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because most people that are hugely successful have been getting their degree after they've become successful. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I think that I'm still paying student loans. Like,
Ooh.
well, I wasn't paying them until now Trump reinstated them. But I figure, I mean, like, I went to school in a year that started with a 1.9. Are you really fixing to harass me? Like, that was 35 years ago. You better let that go. You better write that off, partner.
Not you didn't go to school when it was a 1.9.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went to school when it was a 1.9. Like a whole nother century ago.
The 1900s.
Well, I went to school.
The 1900s.
You damn right. I went to school in the I'm an artifact. Like I'm like I should be like that student loan paperwork should be in like the Smithsonian or somewhere. Like it should not. Nobody should be calling me. Like
it should
about
not, it should be like on a display. What it used to be.
Yeah. It should be like
now did you use the University of Houston? Did you graduate from
no.
You
Then what other school? University of Maryland. Like
okay.
I did a tour of colleges. Like if you add them all up, okay, I'm a doctorate.
You're a doctor.
Yeah, I got a doctorate. If you add it all up, I have a doctorate degree. But which if you do what the people say, bachelor's, but it should be a doctorate, and it should be like a doctorate in I don't want to say hard knocks, but it should be a doctorate in survival and thriving.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, during these transitions and all these schools we were going to, was this when the comedy bug kind of pitched in for Big Country?
No, let me tell you, to be honest, the comedy thing kind of clicked in. I don't know what y'all called it in Dallas, but we used to call it high side, playing the dozens, whatever. Like I always had a little bit of, funny to me. And I had to be able to have a little bit of funny because, my grandmother raised me and she would always get my hair done. She would get a curl for me, but she just didn't want to spend the money on an activator. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, the dry curls, what you said?
Nah, and then I almost got kicked out of school because I stay in the bathroom wetting my hair, to
keep them curls moist.
Keep them curls moist. I didn't know I was creating a problem, So sometimes, in August especially, I was damn near a fire hazard. So curl dry the song again.
It's dry.
Yeah. And then I had that one little Michael Jackson curl right here,
Not the little.
I had that one little ringlet.
The moonwalking curl.
Yeah, but the rest of it was like a little baby, cake or something like that. Matter of fact, they didn't even talk to me like when I was in school. Like all the girls went to that sex education class. Tell them how to, take care of themselves and not get pregnant. They was like, "Girl, go on outside and play." You
be all right.
Yeah, you ain't got no chance, baby.
Wow,
oh my God, it was so hard. Little did they know, I found a way.
Yes,
I'm a statistic. Oh, but yeah, I think it was I think I always had a little piece of it, and my dad, God rest his soul. Since May 28th, I've been without him. May 28th of last year, but my dad was historically funny, but he was a mean, bitter. I don't like nobody. Kind of funny, like, oh, you don't stand a chance for him. Listen, you don't give a damn who you are. I mean, like, Dad, she like you. I don't want nothing that old.
Right.
I'm like, she younger than you. Yeah. What I want, what can she do for me? Man, this man something else. Like, I don't care what you got going on. What's your program? That man right there, he'll hot side your ass into a early grade. You hear me? Oh.
See, and you know what? The craziest thing about getting to know you now is learning that me and you have kind of the same background. Because your father was a high sider and angry, but our father he was a hot sider, but he wasn't really angry. Everybody thought he was angry.
You just
Yeah.
drunk.
He was drunk, but
Okay, so my dad wasn't drunk. My dad was sober,
oh,
but he didn't really. I don't think he really meant to be mean. But your dad, he was your first
oh
kind
yeah,
of
oh yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah. That's like everything that I got from comedy. Everything I bring out is really a symbolization of him.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
he was that ignorant. I mean, yeah, we got
But
some
he was honest. He was
very.
truthful. He didn't sugarcoat nothing. He
Yep.
told it like it is.
And that's what I really pride myself on is to be able to tell it not the way it is because is perception based and everybody sees things differently. However, I do unabashedly tell it like I see it,
Mhm.
even though it's brutal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now I know we talked off camera. We talked about it earlier that you really don't have that many idols that you really like look up to. So, but like talking to you now, just listening to you, was like your father and your grandmother really like your idols that you could say that they were.
Well, so I guess I'm averse to the word idol just because
Mhm.
there are so many awesome people,
Mhm.
so it's just like I was telling you earlier, it's almost like fast food. Like if I want, some Whataburger, I'm gonna get this number. If I want this, I'm gonna get this. So
Mhm.
there are different comedians that fit different moods,
Mhm.
and for me. And so it's just so many to name, and I would be deathly afraid to miss some of the greatest. I mean, like locally, there's Anastasia, Angela, there's Vanity, there's Kiana, there's so many like Lisa Love and
Yeah.
and I gotta mention this one because this is my favorite. There's Mama Michelle that I
Yeah.
love her because
Okay.
like I do
Mhm.
find, a bit of funniness in everybody and and I do still look up to like Chappelle and I
Mhm.
like Wanda Sykes just because like she got her nerves.
Yeah.
Like I like people who just don't give a about what you think about them. Like I know you didn't just go out. It gets
Mhm.
you a whole white woman with white kids like they I mean, like the balls on you
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
Like I think I would probably be in an unhappy relationship with a black person. And Niecy Dash, not Niecy Dash. Yeah, it
Niecy
is
Nash.
Niecy Nash.
Yeah.
Yeah, Niecy Nash. I was like, Niecy Nash. I just I done
Made
put
up
them
a
together.
whole.
Yeah, made them. Yeah, yeah. Like the people who are not afraid to be themselves,
Mhm.
even if you don't
Agree with it.
agree, if you're not feeling it, like I really admire that because I don't have that.
But I mean, now on stage, it comes off like that for me.
Oh, that I don't care
That
if
you
you
don't
like.
care. Like
I don't care
when
when
you
I'm in
go
the spirit.
when
Now that's
you're on the when you got your purse right here
uh-huh.
and you maybe got a drink in your hand, you got that mic here, you have that attitude like you do not give a damn if they don't laugh or not, but they gonna laugh
Because
because
by
you
that
mama.
time I done already got paid, so I really don't. All I'm hoping for is the kitchen don't run out of wings before I
Boy,
get
you
out.
go.
Say, man, say. I be looking at all them wing baskets. I be like, okay,
Say,
say you got 2 wing baskets on your table. Is that really necessary? I want to pee in their ranch.
just get it.
Yeah, because if I
My,
could get
you
yeah,
don't
and
need
then they
all
get the
that.
lemon pepper ones, the ones I'm gonna want. So yeah, that's what's really on my mind. But I will tell you, I believe that the gift of laughter is spiritual. I like,
Mhm.
God gives all these gifts, but I do believe that it's one of the gifts that God gave me. So when, if I get out of my own head and stop, thinking it is something that I made up and just go into where the spirit of God his gift to me, then it comes from right here. And I
Mm.
can tell the difference between when the jokes is coming from right here and when
When
they're
they
coming
coming
from
from
right
there,
here. And when
yeah,
they're coming from right there, oh, you
it's
gonna pee.
authentic. Yeah,
You gonna pee a little bit because
yeah,
I'm gonna pee a little bit because
yeah.
I'm gonna be really enjoying
I'm
it.
telling you, y'all. Look, if y'all haven't seen this woman in some of these shows, like I've did my research. I
Okay.
did my research because I saw how many countless shows you did in the DFW area. We already talking about well, we're gonna talk about the show tomorrow,
Uh-huh.
but just because that's just at the improv, but you've done the improv before. You played Plano's House of Comedy. That's a new spot right now.
Yeah, yeah,
You've
it's
done
mic drop now.
Yeah, you've done Hyenas. You worked at a lot of, you know, uh, bar and grills and whatnot. But I even like checked out your resume about who you worked with. And I
Uh-huh.
know, just some of the big name people that you worked with. And I thought was Alex Thomas, Lunell, J. Anthony Brown, our own local great Chucky Ducky,
Uh-huh.
Nanette Lee. That's just the names that I saw.
Ari Spears.
Aries, see,
Yeah.
you worked with a
Bill
lot.
Bellamy multiple times. Um, the, uh, Joe Torre, who was really awesome. Just I've had Rodman. We talked about him
Yeah.
from back in the day. Vanessa Fraction, who I really like. So
Mhm.
I've had an opportunity. Hope Flood,
Yeah.
yeah, Hope Flood. That
Because
just
she comes through here and she
yeah.
picks up a lot of y'all and either take y'all back to California or just do a couple of shows with y'all here. Yeah. Hope Flood does a lot with
Michael Blackson.
Oh, yeah, I
Don't
forget.
forget, I got shot on the show with him, so I
Oh,
ain't gonna never
you ain't
forget
never
him.
forget.
And
Okay, now hold on.
and Tyler Craig.
Do
So
you want to
before
talk
he
about
died,
the shot incident or like what happened?
like um, I think that's what solidified that comedy meant something to me because to go back and touch a microphone after you got shot at a comedy show,
Yeah.
I think that I let it go, but it doesn't let me go. It eats me. Like every time I get ready to do a show, I'll be like, why did you do this shit? Why you telling people, yes, now you got to go in here. You're
Mhm.
going to get up there. Your stomach going to be hurting. Your head going to be hurting. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be sweating from your nose. You might form a boogie. You never know what might happen,
Mhm.
and so, I was on my way out the club after a great show. It was a sold out show with Michael Blackson, Tyler Craig,
Mhm.
and I really felt like $1,000,000. I had on this nice suit. And what's so crazy about it is I had stuff to tags in it because I needed to take that back. I really couldn't afford it. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody was like, "Oh my God, I ain't never seen you look so bright, shining
Yeah.
like a diamond." Yeah,
Yeah.
but tomorrow,
It's going
Cinderella
back.
going back to
Yeah.
cleaning up. Okay, this was her ball. And I heard the dudes arguing. I was like, what they arguing for? I said, Big Fred, I'll be careful. Don't be doing all that arguing. And then, I went to get me a barbecue sandwich like normal,
Mhm.
after, and all of a sudden I heard pop, pop, pop. Yes, oh my God, I just got shot.
Hmm.
But along the time when I was saying I just got shot, my cousin was like, Michelle, I just got shot in my boob. And it was a bullet in her boob. And I already knew if she was to die, my whole family would hate me forever
Yeah.
because you drug Mo out to this club and she gonna
Oh.
die. So I just mentally got myself together. Nobody knew I was shot. I got in the car. I said,
Mhm.
hey, get in the car. Come on, we're going because it was too much going on. So I got
Mhm.
in this Crown Vic. Back in the day, the Crown Vic.
Big
Oh man,
yeah.
I was going down 35. I had that thing to the floor. I
Yeah.
was in and out. I think it was some guys that we had met. They played for the Cowboys. I'm not gonna say no names, but they
Yeah.
had came out to see Michael Blackson. They was behind us. They was trailing us, but I
Uh,
had the Crown Vic. I was when I say I
rolling.
was rolling, and I was talking to 911, and they said, so we need to get an ambulance. Can you meet us? I said, hey, I don't know who's behind us, but meet us here. And they said, you need an ambulance? And I said, no, couldn't bring two. And they were like, two. And I said, yeah, I got shot too. And she said, ma'am, you shouldn't be driving. You might pass out at any
Mhm.
moment. I was like, girl, don't worry about me. I got me.
Yeah.
Just get
Let's
this girl in the
let's
car,
get her.
like get her because I don't want to, be at the family reunion and everything. The people, be hiding the good potato salad because, you remember
'Cause my
her. That's
that's the one that got a baby shot at the
yeah,
club.
yeah. I didn't want all that. I didn't want nobody messing with me. But it was just so crazy. It was such a chaotic night.
Uh,
It was so killer. It was one of the best shows, and I had all of the people out. The people was out
yeah.
there, and the bar sold completely
Be
out.
out.
Like they didn't have no more alcohol to buy. That's how people was in there balling out. I
Man.
had so many drinks in me that like I felt being shot.
But
And but
it just didn't register
it
at
didn't
all.
register. So, and I think about how good God is. I was on 35 going probably like maybe 140, 145 miles per hour,
Mhm.
uh, with the bullet and having drank I don't know how many hurricanes. I was like, Lord, when they say God takes care of babies and fools, I'm not a baby, so I
So
already knew
yeah,
what time it was.
he
But I
took
got
care
to
of
the
you.
hospital, and at that point, that was the scariest part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I had a husband and a baby daddy and a little side piece, so they talking about what you want us to put you on. I was like, put me on the Jane Doe. You can't let nobody know I'm here, okay?
Nobody,
Can't nobody know I'm here.
We ain't gonna tell this story until 2025 on a podcast.
Yes. And then they brought the chaplain in there, and I was like, I thought y'all said I was gonna be okay. What you doing in here? I'm not offended that you here. Thank you, but y'all said I was gonna be all right. And then they gave me that good morphine.
Oh, that good one.
It's something called hydromorphine. I didn't even know I was shot. I got up to go to the bathroom, and I fell to the floor, and they was like, it gives you the illusion that your leg is there, but it's not. Oh man, that was some good stuff. I mean, I never did really drugs, but I don't ever want to feel like that again because that was too good. And then all of a sudden they come in with a pair of scissors, right? I'm like, what y'all finna do? Like I'm finna take the bullet out. They said, no, we can take your clothes off. I was like, no. I can take my own clothes off. But by the time I said I could take my own clothes off, I was naked.
They already cut it all off.
They didn't cut my suit.
The suit you was supposed to be taking back.
The suit I needed to take back, and the drawers too. The drawers was $15. Drawers was $15. They cut my Victoria's Secrets. And I was like, oh my God. So the whole time I'm there, maybe living, maybe dying, I'm thinking, damn, I'm gonna pay for this stuff. Because I had wrote a check. That was back when you could float a check. I had wrote a check. I was like, oh man.
Finna bounce like
man, it ain't finna bounce. It ain't finna dip low, touch your toes. Bend your knees, touch your toes. Okay, that's gonna bust it wide open.
It's gonna hurt you for a while.
Okay, it did hurt me for a while, but hey, I'm here now, and that's all that counts.
It is.
Yeah, but
now we didn't know. Did your cousin make it?
My cousin made it. Yeah, she is alive and well, and now she'll be there Thursday, maybe. She's got something going on.
Your cousin wasn't it Mookie?
Mo. Her real name is. I
No,
don't want to say her real name.
We're gonna say the real name. We're gonna say Mo with the one titty. We gonna see you tomorrow.
Thank goodness she had big old boobs. What if she had been like me with these little baby titties? Straight to her heart. If it had been me, I would have been dead. It would have went straight to my heart. It would be larger than one of her big old boobs. I was like, thank God, but
big titty win.
Okay, and then thank God for thick thighs.
Thick thighs and big titties.
Right. I'm talking about he hit us perfect. Like if he had been swapped around, both of us would be good.
That's cold.
He hit us just right. And just to the audience, if you know who was serving barbecue at Club X that night, will you please let him know I paid for my sandwich? I never got my sliced beef sandwich. That's what's sending me right now. I'm going back to it, and I'm thinking about
where was this?
How you gonna know I got shot and then not run after me and say, "Hey, here your sandwich you already paid for"? Because that could have been my last time. Honestly, that could have been the last time.
Wait a minute. You never got the sandwich.
I never got my sandwich.
We're going to have to get that sandwich.
So if y'all know who was serving barbecue at Club Ice, will you please tell him I paid for my sandwich? I was supposed to get extra pickles and light on the onions. Will you please ask the man? Because I don't feel like I could get right with God until I forgive him for taking my money. You know what I'm saying? Because, I was working with, God rest his soul, the man who gave me the name Mama Michelle, Big Fred, and Dale. And you know how they pay. Shoot, I didn't have I couldn't even afford the gas to make it to the ambulance. I had to pull over and miss the bus the rest of the way.
Now what can a person expect when they come to your show other than getting shot at or not getting the barbecue sale?
It ain't been a shooting in 20 years. That don't mean if you don't watch your mouth, it won't be. Because I'm ready to fire back right now. I'm
learn.
I'm learning. I'm straight now.
But if they come to your show and they see a Mama Michelle, because I already know what I'm gonna see tomorrow when I come see you. So what can everybody else expect?
What they can expect feel is a lot of love, because the reason I do comedy is out of the love in my heart for people. I love people, God's people, people who don't claim God, people who I love people. Like, I know it doesn't feel like I love you, because if you passed me up on 67 or 20, I'd have shot you in the finger. I told you, your bald head ass mama. You know what I'm saying? If you're a dude, I'd have probably complained about that you have or don't have. But what you can expect to hear is just real, raw truth. Real raw. This is what it is.
This is what it is.
And just with a lot of flavor, with a lot of a lot of because I want people to feel empowered, especially I want all people to feel empowered, because it's a blessing to be a human. And AI is taking over, so we're not going to really have anything but human experiences, because the majority of the work that we do and the way that we live today will change in the next 5 to 10 years. I don't know what the hell humans will be doing.
Man, hopefully we still here.
Oh yeah, because Jesus was supposed to come back and get us a couple days ago, wasn't
he? Yesterday.
It was supposed to be yesterday.
He was supposed to come get us yesterday.
Yeah.
See, this is what I don't understand. How can Bible thumpers think that somebody knows when he's coming back? When he said, "No man knows the time or the hour." Why are y'all?
I saw where they got it from. They got it from an African.
The guy said that Jesus came.
I talked to him. Talked to me.
Yeah.
And he told me the 23rd.
Yeah.
It's when he's coming.
So you mean to tell me
Nostradamus
that you mean it? Now I want to know who you were really talking to, because now I'm real scared. And then I also want to smoke what you were smoking.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to
some
see
holy
what.
Shit.
Yeah.
Holy
but on the real, if the Bible said that His word won't pass away, and He said no man knows the time or the hour, who you think He coming to tell? Not nobody black, because y'all talk too much. He knew.
So don't talk to black folks.
Yeah, he pump faked the pastor, because he knew. He said, "Look, let me see if he real.
Let me see if he gonna really say something."
Yeah, if he gonna say something. Now you done ran out and told people to try to get their,
got everybody on TikTok ready to go,
catching up on their ties and stuff.
White folks is ready to go.
They was worse.
They was ready to go.
They was telling us when he come get you to look straight up in the sky and just look. Don't look down. They said, don't look down. They don't want another.
I'm just trying to tell you, that's what bothers me, that people who don't stand on anything, like that's what I have with the issue with Facebook and with any type of social media. I do not want anybody to follow me. I want you to friend me. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Follow Jesus or follow whoever your higher power is. I prefer it to be, the Lord, because that's who I serve.
Mm-hmm.
But that's between you, work out your own faith kind of thing. But how are you following people? People will swear by information they got from a mofo they ain't never met, don't know. And, like they're all following it. And then just because this person talks loud and then they be broke. I mean, like when I was living in Atlanta, I got to bump into, some influencers, and they be broke and living hard.
Living harder than you.
Right. And I was like, this is crazy. So you mean to tell me, but I didn't hate on it, because it's a way that people make income.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And we traditionally have been so disadvantaged that any way that we can come up and build wealth, I'm all for it. But I just don't like the whole concept of following a human being, because if they don't make great decisions, then you're following them. So what's going to happen with you? You got to,
you got to own up to who you follow.
You got to own up to who you following. Remember Jim Jones? He had all them people drink that Kool-Aid and killed everybody. Ever since then, I was a little kid when it happened, but I would never forget that, because I was like,
how did people get so gullible to drink the juice and be that thrown off? That's
he
what
didn't even drink the juice.
Yeah,
he killed himself.
Right.
He made everybody drink it but him.
Right. And I just, and I'm not, again, trying to, politicize or, get into people's religion. I'm just encouraging people to, if you're going to believe in something, research it, because, they'll have you drinking, like I see a woman that's 23. She fine as all get out, got that donk for days. So, people sitting there and she's making a juice. She calls it a detox juice. Okay, is she a doctor? No.
No.
Is she a natural healer? Has she gotten any kind of schooling? Has she done any type of research? Like you don't even know who she is, so you take your dumb ass over there to Whole Foods buying these high ass vegetables that you can't afford. Okay, and then and making some juice, and then 2 weeks later, when you don't have a donk because you drunk the juice and ate McDonald's, your ass is mad. Like, and the reason I know this is because
you didn't drink the juice.
All I wanted was a booty, just not even a big booty for 2 weeks. I just wanted to see what it feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all see that video where the black guy was trying this water from this doctor? He was talking about how purified it was. It was just beautiful water. And when they asked him how they make it was his piss.
Oh yeah, motherfucker looked
He
at
found
it.
out like he pissed through something and it like it turned into water.
That would have been my first murder.
Yeah. That's how he was looking. He was like, "Man, I know you didn't tell me this."
That's got to be a role play because that would have been my first. You mean it? See,
when he drank it, he was like, "It's cold. It's good. It's refreshing. It's."
Oh,
the man showed him where the water come from.
I saw that video. That brother, he looked like he was.
Because he kind of laughed it off. He was like, "Oh, this from piss."
But you own the internet, which is gonna save it forever. Exactly. Now your mama, your kids, and your woman or man know that you done drunk another man's piss. Now, first of all, you can't bring nothing to the potluck, and don't even think about bringing nothing to the family reunion. You understand what I'm saying? Don't even think about it.
Hey, bro, just give me a dab from here on out.
I don't want to dab you. I want to ask your dumb ass. How did the video get to social media? Because he obviously was complicit in putting it up there.
Yeah.
So you was okay with letting everybody know that you drunk another man's piss. It ain't really nothing else you can do. At this point, if you did it for views or for followers, that's the other thing I don't like because people will do anything to be famous.
Yes.
And if you did it for views or followers, and you have to take it with a grain of salt. Like you see these people fighting, like husband and wife, they fighting on social media. Well, who's holding the camera, number one, and who decided to upload it? Like it's inside your house.
It's too much going on.
It's inside your house, so we already know that it's manufactured. But
don't want to say fake no more. Just manufactured.
I like to throw a big word in there every once in a while, like manufactured. Not that that's a very complex word, but it's just
complex. That's a nice word.
Yeah, not that it's a complex word.
Michelle over here using words.
I know. That's not that it's a complex word, but just that I don't want to call them, a bunch of bullshit. That's what if we wasn't, like I wasn't on Facebook. You got to tell me your mama was on here.
What? Look. My mama done heard words. Okay,
but she ain't gonna hear words from me now.
Okay,
I'm sucking in.
She's been married to our dad for over 40 years.
Oh, they was married 40 years.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, so y'all didn't come from a broken home.
No.
Oh no.
Like I tell people all the time, my family is kind of like the Cosby.
For real.
We just didn't have that many people in the house, even though it looked like it was, but it wasn't that many people in that house. So we came from a 2-parent home that actually both parents worked.
Wow.
And we had family times, and it was.
And y'all have a family vacation?
No, we don't have family vacation.
Did y'all ever have one?
We did.
Back in '87.
Okay,
so y'all bragging. Y'all see they got me on here, underprivileged kid out of Florida. They live with that girl, and they over here bragging about their life.
Well, you asked. It's okay.
I always wondered what it would be like to have a mom and a dad that could be in the same house, like because my parents they both
a double ass whooping every now and then.
Oh, double ass whooping! No, that's why I'm saying.
Yeah, double ass whooping. I remember one time my mom whooped me, and my dad came in that room and said, "Oh, your mom whooped? Oh, well, I gotta get some of that ass too." I was like, "You wasn't even here. Turn your ass around. Wop wop wop." gave me my 4 or 5 switches and left.
4 or 5.
He wasn't even there. He just heard that my mama whooped me and I was crying. He was like, "What you crying for?" I said, "Mama whooped me." "What your mama whooped you for?" She went and told him, "Oh, I gotta get some of that ass."
What you do? Do you remember what you did?
It had to be
Because he
something
whooped
bad.
the memory out your ass.
Yeah. No, and you know what's crazy? My mama, you asked my mama, she can't remember it now. She don't.
You know,
She don't remember stuff
my
like that.
kids remember whoopings that I gave them that I don't remember giving them. Mama, you remember that time
Oh
you
yeah,
know, like
yeah, I've had
I'm,
those.
you know, and I see my son chest swell up. I say, you seem like you feel some type of way, like we finna like you finna get retribution or something. Like, you know, what's reciprocity? Is that what you after? Because
Yeah.
it's still on. Go get me a switch. Go get that switch.
Hey, I can tell you one time I was about 12, 13, and I was getting into it with my neighbor. I just was picking on him. And so he
Oh, you a little thug out there,
you know,
thugging
a little something,
in a
something.
2-parent home. Who
Okay.
does that?
But why did I do that? Because he went and told my daddy what I was doing. Okay. Now, when my daddy found out, this was back in September, October, and my daddy was like, "Say you grounded." We already now, and we automatically knew
You on Jack.
when you on Jack, you don't look at nothing, you don't participate in nothing, you just go to school and come home.
Oh, okay.
In
He
your room.
left me on punishment for 6 months.
What? Dang.
No. It gets better.
When he got like, it was September, October when he put me on punishment, and then around April.
Oh my God, you went through the whole holidays on punishment?
The kids was coming out to play, and he came in my room one day and he said, "Hey, why you not out there with the kids? They all out there having fun and playing." And I looked at him and I said, "You put me on punishment." And then he said, "When?" I said, "I've been on punishment since October."
Oh my
And
goodness.
he was like,
a felony charge.
he was like, "I'm so sorry." He was like, "What are you on punishment for?" Because I was messing with Joseph and he told it on me. And then he was like, "No wonder your grades really came up in school." Like I was focusing on my work because I was on punishment.
Do that now.
He left me on punishment for 6 months.
And
Oh my
forgot.
God.
And forgot.
So did you get off punishment that day?
That day when he was
And did your grades stay up though? You see what I'm saying? You see black people don't know how to act no time. No time.
I mean, but then it didn't go, too low. I mean, but it just I was
You went from A to B.
I went from CD to AB, then went back like down to C. But I was so hurt that he forgot. I thought he knew.
So didn't know. Yeah, I mean, like y'all didn't have I know you didn't have a democracy in your house, but you didn't ask for a kite to go appear before the judge again, or you
when he say you on Jack, you on Jack.
That's
You
it.
don't.
it ain't. We wasn't a negotiation.
Oh no,
Negotiation. Is that the N word they always talking about?
No.
Well, I mean,
Negotiation.
at some point, I would have been like,
no, we didn't really start negotiating or having that type of conversation with our parents until we left. And had our own stuff. Then that's when negotiations could talk.
Scared you gonna get a whooping, so you call it from California.
What?
Daddy was 6'6", and he was loud.
6'6".
6'6".
Okay, I see why your mama stayed with him for 40 years. Okay.
That was her first love.
Wait a minute.
Golly.
So let's talk about
some people have all the love. I'm sorry. Hold on. I need time.
You're making it bad for other women to come on this show.
She's 5'4" and he was 6'6".
You putting too much into
5'8". You ain't got
okay, so Mama Michelle, when was the last time a comedian made you work on the show where you had to go back into your bag and pull some jokes out and have it going for folks?
Oh my goodness, so many times. And I'm gonna tell you some of the funniest people to come behind. Well, oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I'm sorry, my Schiller King.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so the Improv gave me the opportunity to have a show. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, yay, I'm on my show. I got my set. I'm fit to blow this up. Okay.
Yeah.
And so they got the comedians ranked and they said, hey, we got, Sugar King just did a show here. He stayed for a little bit. He want to do a guest spot. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I was like, right now, right before I go up,
Mm-hmm.
I almost died. I'd be like, because I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't care. But really inside, I was like,
Motherfucker.
day by day. I was like, God dang.
He's like that.
I know, yeah. Worse than that. I was like, it was worse. So that was, but that's not just it. I'm talking about coming up behind people that, even locally, are they just really funny, or they might have a different style than you. You might be like, I'm gonna go up and be funny,
Mhm.
but you might not. And then they out there, people, you hear them, they farting and laughing, so
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah,
be,
yeah, yeah.
and then they
Oh,
keep,
yeah. The fart laugh jokes.
oh,
Oh, you
I'm
gonna
wearing a mask.
you gonna hurt somebody with the fart laugh
yeah,
jokes.
they be, and you like. You coming up to the stage and yeah, but I am gonna work now.
Yeah.
Don't get me fucked up.
Like
Cause
you
I'm
say,
gonna go out there and do my thing. I don't get me fucked up. I'm gonna go out there and work. But I'm just saying, sometimes I don't want to work with my heart and but like it's like your whole life depended on it. And I be thinking to myself, bitch, they can't ruin your career. Don't no motherfucking body know you. But it's something inside of you that just doesn't want to be dogged out like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like when Dallas was playing the Celtics, right?
Mhm.
They knew. They knew. Okay.
Yeah.
But then when they won game 6,
It was kind of like you got hope. Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Fight it out like that. I don't give a dang if you got to come behind, Dave Chappelle. You got to fight it out. You got to give them the best, swing. Like, I know. Have you ever had a fight that you knew you might be the underdog again, like a fist fight? Did you ever, y'all,
Now,
to parent home, y'all might not have fight.
growing up, yeah, I was always the underdog in my fights.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You go for the big one?
I didn't know. I wasn't. I didn't start being an underdog. I stopped being an underdog when I turned 18. When I had a little height.
Okay.
When I turned 18, I was about like 6 feet,
Uh-huh.
and I still ain't fully got all my height out. But I knew what I could do with these hands. So at 18,
surgical?
At 18, it was like, yeah, everything that I did before 18 don't count. Right now,
I'm on that ass
right now, swing on me if
yeah.
you want to. Swing on me if you want to, or you gonna feel the
Being
same.
hoe, that's how you felt?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to this day, I am still to that day. Like, if you swing, you'll see how much I love you.
See, this my thing, like, I don't really get taken to, like, a place where I, want to get physical with somebody very easily. But when I do, it ain't nothing reasonable, like going to jail, getting killed. None of that will stop me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But, I do realize that I don't have the stamina that I used to have. So, I try to fight like in front of the police or something. They're gonna break it up. If you hit them again when you going to jail, be like, whatever. But like I be trying to go hard, but I got to be somewhere where I know it's gonna bona fide be broken up. Because I had a little misunderstanding with somebody, and my boyfriend at the time, or the dude I was talking to, he pulled out his phone, he started recording, like, cause I was at the point when I was getting the best of us, best of her, I had it all up against the car, I was, yeah, and he recorded, I'm like, break this shit up. I'm tired, them punches are coming slower and slower, and I felt my breath leaving my body, it had been like, like when you fighting that hard. And this was a lady of the night. This was a working woman. You understand?
Yeah.
So she been out there.
Yeah, she had some rounds in her.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm talking about, help me out here. I done got these first 4 or 5 licks in.
That's all I needed.
Yeah, I done let her know what time it is with me and mine. You feel me?
Yeah.
And now,
I don't want to fight no more.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking about the rapture. I'm thinking about seeing Jesus, because she, and she hit me. I ain't no told about it. She hit me in the back right here, in the back of my head right here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how that punch landed,
But
but I heard. I was like, "Oh, bitch, that didn't hurt. What you think you did? Something, you know, when he was separating us, she snuck.
snuck.
Yeah, she snuck in that one last day. I thought you think you doing something.
Yeah.
And in the back of my head, my brain was saying, "Bitch, shut up." If you get hit like that one more time, you going down. I'm going down, and I be doggone, you know, like yeah. But I try not to get taken there.
Okay, so we
but
know.
If I do,
we know
it's on.
It's gonna be some hands throwing. Okay.
Oh yeah,
some furniture gonna be moving.
Yeah, and anything else I can find and hit you with. And then I'm a Leo, so I'm gonna feel bad that I hit you in the first place. So I'm gonna be mad that you made me mad enough to beat your ass.
All right, so you're a Leo now. You know it's two different Leos. It's a July Leo.
I'm an August Leo.
See,
come
on now. That's why I love this one.
Is it? I mean, you know, July Leos are kind of different, but I feel like whether it's the sun rise or the sunset is still shining. So you know, I give every Leo they props. And I don't like it that Leos think that they better than people. I don't think that I think I'm better than anybody. You know, and I say Leo, and I always joke about being a Leo, and I do, you know, kind of take it serious since it's Barack Obama, you know, is kind of a Leo. But
yeah,
I do think that everybody has their own great thing about them, and they should exploit whatever that is that God made great about you. Like some people have, you know, the coveted booty, and if that's what He gave you,
you gotta go back to the coveted booty.
Because I'm telling you, I mean, I'm hoping that you know on live it's a surgeon or somebody that could, you know.
You are all right. Ain't nothing wrong. You don't have to do all that.
I know.
Just baby, I be working my little booty.
You know how to work your little booty?
Yeah, little booty lives matter.
Little booty.
So don't.
Ain't nobody never told me that. I was
baby, ain't nothing wrong with little booty.
I was talking to somebody. I was like, I'm a vice president. I you know, like I went on Bumble. You know, he was you know asking me if I said I do stand up, yada yada. He said send me a pic, so I sent him a pic. And that was right after I had lost. I used to be like I went from fat to smaller, and I got real small, and now I'm back to fat again. So now I'm back to getting small again. So I was over at I had to pass up Dairy Queen. Almost broke down. They had the doggone Sundays on sale for $1.99, and I had $10. I could have balled out. But anyway, I'm on my way back to getting healthy again. Back to you know, a size where I don't have to pay for my own food because I But I just, you know, like he said, send me a pic. So I sent him a pic and he was like, I can't, you know, like go a little lower. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he wanted to see the booty. And I was like, I got you. I got look at that. Blam, blam, look at the jiggle, 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 jiggle. Oh yeah. But that's it.
Embrace your little booty.
Yeah, but see, this is what I'm talking about. You know, God did give me a lot of gifts, and comedy was one of them. The ability to laugh and make people laugh and feel good about themselves. But then he was like, okay, I gave her so much funny stuff that I'm not gonna give her no booty. And then they sent me back through the line, and just like your daddy forgot your 6 months punishment, I was like, man, say, can I get some titties? Oh, so I'm out here in the world trying to make it without no big titties and no big booty. You understand how hard it is for me? I got to be funny. Okay, I got to be funny. I ain't got nothing else going for me. Okay, I just got to be funny.
Okay, Mom Michelle.
Nothing else.
Well, we can't do our 4 stand-up comics for the top 4.
You can.
No, we can't because we talked about this because you don't have 4 top 4 because you don't want to be that type of person.
Right.
So just say 4, and then somebody that is the 5th person that's going to be looking at you like, well, I've done shows.
You know. And it's not that I'm scared.
It's just that you like variety. One day, like you said earlier, you like to go to Whataburger one day. Maybe next week we go to Burger King.
Well, yeah, let me just clear it up for the audience. It ain't gonna never be Burger King, okay? It ain't gonna never be Burger King. But one day I might want Whataburger. One day I might want that barbecue sandwich that I never got that I paid for. And he charged $12 for them sandwiches.
$12 for
And
a
I didn't
sandwich?
get the Lay's potato chips that was supposed to be thrown in.
Was it white bread or wheat bread?
It was sliced beef on white bread. That soft white bread.
That soft white bread.
Now it wasn't even Sunbeam. It was that old Miss Bird. Yeah.
With the
So I
barbecue
feel
sauce
like he
drizzle.
baited me in, and he knew it was going to be a shooting that night. Yeah.
Because
I
he
believe
been
that
there.
pastor that told everybody that Jesus coming back told him it's going to be a shooting. He got my $12 and then ran off with it.
We're going to have to Eric get this. Mama said we're going to have to get you a sandwich, that barbecue sandwich.
I'm telling you, because I can't afford one right now.
We're going to have to find a way to get you one.
I want that one, though. That one from that guy.
From that guy.
Yes, because he owed me.
Now, we done talked about a little bit about the show for tomorrow, but we want some more details about this show tomorrow that you're doing.
Okay.
Which is at the Arlington Improv, right?
Dang right.
And it's at 7:30.
Like 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, y'all.
7
Doors
o'clock.
open at 7.
Doors open at 7 o'clock.
And if they will go ahead and, follow your show.
Okay.
And put their name plus the number of tickets they need, I will comp watchers for your show, the viewers for your show today.
Okay. Did y'all hear that?
If you will,
follow Too High Standards. Today, not tomorrow.
Put your name
today
and the number of tickets that you want.
Not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
In
the feed.
And I got you.
This feed, not no other feed.
Not no other feed.
Don't send no inbox, no DMs.
No.
Tickets.
No. Because I reserve my inbox for dick pics. I hate to go in there and it just be some ass. How you do it? What?
I'm sorry. I'm glad you looked at my message and it wasn't no dick.
It was an accident. An attachment. I was like, yeah, this gonna be good right here. Pass me that lotion. I thought it was gonna be great.
So okay. We have to like. Or producer wants to get the instructions. So you want them to like?
I want them to like or follow your page. I want them to follow
the page.
Follow your page. Put their name
in this feed.
In this feed,
right
and
here.
the number of tickets they want. And if they'll come out tomorrow, it is Shucky Ducky hosting. He is a comedic legend, still very funny. I love him so much. Okay. And if you were watching the show last week, they got a chance to see Lamar Jones.
Yes.
Very funny Lamar Jones.
Yes.
Okay. And then everybody know comedian Angela Walker is a killer. You understand the kind of pressure I have to headline that show? Yeah. And then we have Nadia, Nadia L, who is a new comedian. And then we have a guest spot. Comp. I said, put your name and the number of tickets you want, and you in that Arlington Improv like squareware. I want you there. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to do that. Because I do comedy for the love of funny.
Oh, look at her.
Gotta make that funny, man. Gotta make that funny, man. I love it.
Okay, we got the show. Tomorrow. 7:30 at the Arlington Improv. Is there a name for the show?
Yes.
It's like what's the name of it?
You didn't do your research?
No, I didn't do my research on
fans. I want all the Grambling. I want all the TSU. I want all of the Prairie View. I want all HBCUs. That's why I'm trying to come to tickets, because I want it to be like for us, by us. I really want to celebrate us.
And then we gonna celebrate you because you're the headliner.
Yeah, but I want to celebrate us. I want that feeling that we are being denied in the U.S. And I don't want to be political, but I believe that we are being denied in this country our true existence and disrespected. So I just really want us to be able to show, hey, this is who we are, you know, and I want to laugh real hard.
That's tomorrow at the Arlington Improv at 7:30.
Well, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
No, damn, well, you can't tell me it's 7:30.
I the flyer say 7:30. That's why I keep saying
you can't tell me it's 7:30.
7 o'clock.
What's going to happen.
Okay.
8:12. when somebody gonna be ringing my phone. I'm still can get in.
Y'all
What
gotta
they wearing?
now. Okay, this is the artist of improv. We ain't gotta worry about what they wearing. Now,
Right. But you do know that there is, like you gotta buy, like you got, they have you
they
buy
drink
food, you
special.
buy
Oh,
drinks,
okay.
like whatever.
Well, I have like 2 drink minimum.
Yeah, like you 2 bottles of water, and if you can't afford the water, then don't even worry about it,
They don't have wings there, right?
baby. If they don't have no wings,
Nah, they'll have some wings. Trust
yeah,
me.
they're gonna have
They
plenty of
they'll
wings.
have
They know it's a
it.
HBCU
HBCU is
slash,
coming. Yeah,
I can I kick a shout out to somebody?
please do.
I want to just kick a shout out to, first of all of my family and cousins. They always go hard. When I say my cousins go hard for me, I have Christina, Natalie, Nicole, Monica, Jamila, she's not a cousin by blood, but I have so many people that go hard and try to help me promote my shows, whatever. So I want to kick a shout out to them. And then my other cousin came along, Lisa, Samaka, and I'm not talking about they inviting, their tables have 10, 15 people at them, I'm like, wow, so, and not only just cousins, I'm talking about friends, Rita, there's so many people. And you and I talked about this, that one of the things that is so hard being, an up and coming or a Dallas based comedian is that, everybody want to come to your show until you actually having one.
Yeah.
When your next show from, and then they don't show up, or they say, what day is it? Thursday. Is when?
I work
man,
Friday.
yeah. Dang, why you ain't got no show? It's in Dallas.
How
I'm
much
in
the
Fort Worth.
ticket?
It's in Fort Worth. I'm in Dallas. How much is the ticket? Dang, man, it ain't even my payday. But and I understand it. But there are some people that come out faithfully, and I really appreciate that. And then there are new people. And then there's been times that other people have had events I can't make. So I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying that the thing of stand-up comedy is just not about getting on stage and being funny. It is building a following and having a support team. And I just want to just say thank you to you for having me on the show, because this is a great plug. I mean, I'm like, wow, this is the first time I've been on time. I was late to work today, but I'm on time for your shit. You know what I'm saying? So my dog gonna be highly offended. This bitch supposed to be there at 8, she drug in at 10:30. And then she was late calling this bitch on time. I was early. Okay. So I think, having, things like this, and I know this is about me, but I just want to go back to say, what you share with me is your mantra for having this show, wanting to be able to put people out there and wanting to support others, wanting and helping and serving others is the best way to get served. And sometimes when you go to your show and it's packed out, you like, I'm met. And then you go to the show and there be like 3 people there, and one of them is the cook and one of them is the owner, and they be like, well, give it 2 or 3 more minutes. Somebody will be, people will be coming. Give 5 more minutes. Now the 7:00 show is starting at 10:30 with 5 people now, because more people came, and you feel a certain type of way, like, because you see everybody's highlight reel. You see, Kevin selling out stadiums, and you see all this kind of thing, but we didn't see his grind.
Yeah.
We're not privy to his grind. I wasn't privy to, Wanda Sykes' grind when, it may have been 5 or 6 people. I wasn't privy to, other people's grind. And I don't know why Wanda's coming up, because I really don't see her all the time. I don't even, I don't know why she's coming up. She just kind of faded in my mind. But, you see Melanie Camacho, you see other women, Michelle Boutreau. Did I pronounce her name?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know who she is.
Okay.
She'd be the voice announcer for the circle stuff.
Yeah, so just so many, you see them selling out stuff. Amy Wong, you see them selling out stuff, and you like, oh dang, but there probably was a time when they were on the phone, say, you gonna make it to the show? So I just have to understand that, the only place that, success comes before work is in the dictionary. And you just have to, and every comedian that